Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all well. So today I just wanted to check in and say hi. It's been a little while since I've uploaded because I'm working on some bigger character projects. So today I wanted to share some favourites with you, talk to you about some TV stuff, show you my BuJo, which sounds kind of rude if you don't know what it is, but it's nothing lewd, I promise. So I'll start with some favourites, and I gotta mention the Klairs Mochi BB cushion. First, wait, which way round does he go? This way? Isn't he the cutest little thing? And then you open him up and he has a little puff as well that you put your fingers in and it squishes his little cheeks. So basically it's a matte product and it looks like skin, especially when it kind of settles and your natural oils start to kind of come through and you get a little bit of a glow. As for how it wears, I wore this for a 9-hour day the other day and it was still there, it still looked great. It just looks so lovely and so natural, and I'm definitely going to repurchase him. So as with a lot of Korean BB creams and foundations and things, unfortunately they do only come in one shade a lot of the time, and I do think that's the case with this guy as well, which is a shame, and I do feel bad whenever I recommend something like this and then only a percentage of you can actually go and check out the products. But I know a lot of pale people do have a hard time finding foundations and stuff. So if that's the case, if you're pale like me, you should go and check out Korean beauty products for sure, because I don't have an issue finding foundations and stuff that match me anymore because I just go straight to Korean products. Whereas before I would have a really hard time finding a foundation that would match. It would be too dark, I'd have to mix a white foundation in there to make it lighter, or I'd have to take it all the way down my neck. Whereas now I don't have an issue with it. Today I don't actually have anything on my neck, I don't have any bronzer, and I match. It's truly a Christmas miracle. So the other day, Matthew and I were in Boots, and I don't really shop for makeup and stuff in person very often, or at all really, but if I shop online usually. But the other day we noticed that they sell NYX in Boots now, and I remember really enjoying this dewy finish setting spray back in the day, but I kind of stumbled across a really handy little, is it like a makeup hack? Is that what you would call it? I didn't want to wet my sponge because I'm too lazy and my bathroom's too far away. So I sprayed the setting spray on my little sponge and I used it to blend out my concealer. Underneath my eyes is my biggest problem area. It has lines, it has texture, my eyelashes are pretty long, so all the mascara just transfers as well throughout the day. But not since I've been doing this. So if you have this, or their matte one as well, I guess would do the same, or any setting spray really. Just use it to blend out your concealer. And I also do it sometimes afterwards, after I've done my eyeshadow underneath my eye, I just spray this little guy and go over the edge so it doesn't kind of feather out, you know? So one of the projects I'm working on at the moment, I've been styling a wig. I've been doing, maybe this is a spoiler, but I've been making these huge buns. So I've been venturing into the world, the world of wig styling, which is something I've never done before. But a lot of cosplayers recommend this, the Got To Be Glued hairspray. This stuff is no joke. It is so intense. I'm wearing it today and my hair is so crispy. But do you see how I have my raised fringe pieces? I don't know if you'll see it because my background is kind of dark. But you see how they're kind of raised, like anime bangs? This guy keeps them in place with no problems, and you know how I like my big messy curls as well? Usually if I curl my hair, it'll kind of be limp and flat the next day, but not if I wear this. I wake up and my hair looks even better than it did the day before. So something I got purely for working on wigs with, for cosplay projects and stuff, has kind of wormed its way into my everyday life as one of my staple styling products now. I feel like I have to repurchase this every time now because no other hairspray is gonna compare. What a happy little accident. It's super crispy though, if you don't like crispy hair, you know, this isn't for you. This is for those of you who want your hair to be hard and you feel confident that it's not going anywhere. It also smells so good. So good. Dare I do a preemptive favourite? I think I will. So the other day I got an amazing like press package from EM Cosmetics or M Cosmetics by Michelle Phan. So Michelle Phan is like a god of YouTube, right? She's been around forever. Of course I look up to her a lot because, I don't know, she's one of the people I learnt makeup from, I guess. Like her and Candy Johnson were the two people that really made my life go down this path, which is crazy really. So of course I was excited to get this in the post. So recently she relaunched her brand, and I never tried any of the old M Cosmetics stuff. I don't think they shipped to the UK at the time, maybe. Or maybe I didn't have any money, I don't know. But I never tried any of it. But I have been so excited for this relaunch. She sent me her lipsticks and some eyeliners. These are the only things I've tried from the collection so far. But I'm digging them. I'm wearing one today. I'm wearing, which one is it? Muted Mauve is what I'm wearing today. Obviously I haven't tried all of them yet, so I'm not gonna do like a full review right now. But as far as I can tell, I really like them. Even though they're liquid lipsticks, they don't really do that dry out your lips and make them look like a butthole thing that I constantly talk about and hate. They don't dry fully. They're more like a creamy liquid lipstick, if that makes sense. If you guys ever tried the Bourjois, what were they called? Like velvet lipsticks or something? They have more of a texture like that. So I guess I'll update you on how I feel about these once I've tried the rest of them and can do like a full review. But for now, I'm digging them and I can't wait to try the rest. So here's another preemptive favourite. The other day, I met my friend Joan from Korea for the first time, which is crazy. I've been watching her for ages and we've only communicated like a few times through YouTube and whatever, but we finally got to meet and it was so fun. I miss you already, Joan. I'm gonna come visit you in Seoul soon, I promise. But she gifted me this Pony Effect eyeshadow palette and I could not have been more excited because I have wanted to get my hands on some pony stuff for so long, but it's so difficult to get your hands on here without paying like a crap ton of import charges. So I am well excited to try this. I've been wearing the shadows for a couple of days because some of the shades are like kind of weird, so I'm trying to work out how to wear them. But they're stunning, they're so shiny. Some of them are like duotone as well. I don't know if you can tell on camera. I'm well excited to play around with this. I'll do a few looks on my blog. So my next favourite is actually my BuJo. I finally started it. If you don't know what a BuJo is a bullet journal, which is basically your own like personal organization system. Everything you need kind of like in one place. It's super useful. Let me show you mine as an example. So here I have my yearly spread, which is just like a yearly calendar for 2017. And I've realised I don't really use it much, so next year I probably won't include this. And that's the beauty of bullet journaling. You can just add stuff and take away stuff as it suits you, and you don't have to be limited to the pages and the sections in pre-made journals that you would buy in a shop, you know? It's just perfectly tailored to your needs. Here I have some monthly spreads because I didn't actually start my bullet journal until April. I'll explain why in a second, but I still kept track of everything I was doing because I still wanted a log of everything, so I just copied that over into monthly spreads when I finally got around to making my journal. So here's my March calendar, and I went to go see Block B with my friend Nude in March, so I've kept the tickets and our pictures and stuff here. I haven't glued everything in yet because I'm terrible, but I'll get there eventually. And here is where it started to be what I wanted it to be. So I have my monthly spread for April. Here I have like a habit tracker, so you can include anything here. It could be like posting to social media, working out, drinking water. But for me, I just have my pill for now. I was just like testing out how this system worked, and it was really nice. I just had like a simple system, so I just have 1 to 30, and every day I cross out, every day I just cross out when I've had my pill just to keep on top of things. I'm not going to go through everything because I am still just figuring it out myself, but if you're someone who finds like your everyday journals and diaries and stuff to be a bit limiting, then I really recommend you just type the word bullet journal into YouTube and you are going to be inspired. You are going to be busy for hours just researching bullet journaling. At least that's what's happened to me and everyone else I know who does a bullet journal. So have fun with that. Maybe do that at a weekend and not a day where you have like other stuff to do. So the reason I brought this up is because I want to recommend this journal. It's not even a journal, it's just an A5 sketchbook. It's just a mini version of my usual sketchbook. So the paper's a little bit thicker. You see all of these guys down here? They're all rejected bullet journals. Even this guy, this stupidly expensive moleskin one. I just didn't like the paper. Because here's the thing, I bought a bunch of BuJo supplies before I started. And I bought all of these pens and like gel pens and stuff. And I really wanted to use them. I bought stamps and everything just showed through the other side, which I wasn't into. And with this guy, it definitely does show through still, but nowhere near as bad because the paper's thicker. It's designed for artwork and stuff, you know? So here is my little BuJo box. So I have my pens in 1,000 different colors, 20 different colors. I have some little stamps I can use. I also have alphabet stamps. These are a bit crap actually, they're not really lined up very well, so I don't recommend them, but these are both from Tiger. Also from Tiger, I got some paper tape as well. I like to use these around the edges to kind of signify like a new month. It's just easier to find that way. Some coloured paper clips, different coloured gel pens, a little glue stick, and my favourite thing of all has to be this little watercolour kit. I really want to use these around the edges, like a really gentle wash of colour. I haven't used it yet, I'm kind of scared to, but he has this cute little brush that comes with him. You see? He's adorable. So moving on to some TV stuff, of course I gotta mention Goblin. I actually finished watching this in like January, February time, so it was a while ago, but I have to recommend it in case you haven't watched it yet. You have to. So Goblin is about a goblin, and not the type of goblin that maybe first comes to mind, like a little evil creature. I've actually pulled up a description here. So a Korean goblin possesses extraordinary power and abilities that are used to interact with humans, at times playing tricks on them and at times helping them. So it's like a deity kind of thing. Already, yes, he's immortal and powerful. I'm in. So like with a lot of shows and films and stuff where there's an immortal person, the immortal person always gets to that point, you know, it follows that theme where they get too old and they kind of just want to end it and just be at peace, you know? So in order for Goblin to die, he has to find the Goblin's bride. And if that ain't tragic, it does a bit of going back between when the Goblin was first alive and like the modern day. So there's a nice little bit of variation there. You get to see like beautiful traditional clothes. He also lives with a Grim Reaper who I instantly fell in love with. He kind of reminds me of Kim Yoo-kyung from GOT7. So I was just instantly in love. He's like an older version. I was like, yes. But his character also has that thing I call the Castiel appeal. So Castiel from Supernatural has that thing where he's an angel, he comes down from heaven and he doesn't really understand people or like how to communicate or like why people do the things they do, you know? So he does like weird things, like watches porn in front of Dean or whatever. And it's just really funny and like endearing. Grimm has that kind of appeal as well. So Goblin really just ticked all my boxes. It had supernatural, it had characters I love, it made me cry, it made me laugh, it made me cry with laughter. It was very fun. Also sad. There's always gonna be some sadness, it's a drama. So my latest binge watch recently has been Girl Boss on Netflix. It only came out a few days ago, I think, but I kind of watched the whole thing in like a day. I just had it on in the background while I was crafting, so I just powered through it. So the story is loosely based on Sophia I don't know. I can't remember her name. But the CEO and like founder of Nasty Gal. I'm sure most of you have heard of the book. I have it back there, Girl Boss. So good, so inspiring. So of course I clicked on it straight away because I love the book. I also love Britt Robertson, the girl who is like the main character. And it was good. It was not like the best thing I've ever seen. It took me a few episodes to get into it because I wasn't really expecting it to have the kind of tone it did. I expected something serious and it's not, it's like pretty funny. But once you kind of settle into it or you go into it expecting that, it's fine. Basically, it's just like a rags to riches kind of story. It's very inspiring, but it's just a fun watch. You can kind of just power through it and you can get some laughs and a little bit of inspiration. But then that's it. That's everything I wanted to talk to you about today. As always, I want to know what you guys are up to. Leave me a comment. Let me know what TV you're watching, what makeup you've got on your face, what you're doing with your BuJo. Sounds gross. Just let me know how you are, because it's been a while. As always, I appreciate you guys being here, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll speak to you next time. Bye.